Good morning and happy Friday. I hope everyone is doing amazing and ready for the weekend. Since I watched The Invitation, a PG-13 vampire film, which is still surprising for me, I figured I would review Morbius as well since it's also a PG-13 vampire movie. I know a lot of people despise Jared Leto because of his Joker role and other reasons that I'm not aware of because I don't really care about celebrities as much as other people do. I am a fan of Jared Leto, though. I will admit that. And that's because of 30 Seconds to Mars. Been a huge fan of their music since their album Beautiful Lie, which was released, I think, in 2005. And I honestly never realized that he's been in a lot of movies that I've seen. I just never realized it was him. Yeah, I guess he's just that type of person. I don't really know. I don't know if it's because I'm used to him being a rocker, not an actor, so I just don't put the two together when I do see him on screen. And I honestly don't think he's a terrible actor. I blame the writers. A lot of times, people blame the actors when a lot of their lines aren't all improvised. They do read from a script. I mean, of course, they learn their lines from those scripts, but still, a lot of it's the writers. One of my favorite movies that he's in, and I didn't know, was How to Make an American Quilt. And yes, it's a sappy romance movie. I don't like many, but there it is. I honestly didn't know he was in American Psycho or Fight Club either. And when I looked at who he was in those movies, I was shocked that I didn't realize it was him. To be honest, I can't believe all this time. And I've seen these movies well, not American Psycho, but Fight Club I've seen many times. American Psycho I've only seen once, partial twice. It's not one of my favorites. We're just not getting into that though. Morbius was honestly better than I thought it was going to be. I really liked it. And I remember Morbius from the Spider-Man cartoon. Yes. Saturday morning cartoons. Good times. The movie went a little fast for me, though. Everything seemed to point that Michael Morbius was behind the murders, and at one point, the audience sees a helpless victim down a hall where the lights start turning off. So unsettling and unnerving. I kind of wish they kept that feeling throughout the entire movie until the reveal. That would have been great. Unfortunately, they didn't, and that's okay. It still was a pretty good movie. I'm hoping to make another and maybe include him in a Spider-Man movie. Although, I'm not a fan of Tom Holland's Spider-Man. I really just don't like Tom Holland. I'm sorry, I just can't stand the kid. And I do call him a kid. I know he's like probably in his 20s. I don't care. He's still a kid to me. I honestly preferred Andrew Garfield and even Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man movies over Tom Holland's. I've seen bits and pieces because my husband watched a couple of them, and I just shook my head and went, what the hell is this crap? So, no interest. I loved Into the Spider-Verse. I kind of wish I would keep going with Miles. I really do. I heard there is another one coming out, though. Anyways, moving on. If Morbius did show up in a Tom Holland Spider-Man movie, I probably would still give it a watch just because I loved Morbius. I thought the movie was really good. I always loved the character. What can I say? I have a soft spot for vampires. I can't help it. I found the Morbius origin story interesting, and I know it wasn't completely accurate to the comics. Trust me, I know. But I don't feel it detracted from the movie. I also found it interesting that they didn't make his mutated form permanent, like in the comics and cartoon. I think it's because it's so early on that the transformation hasn't become permanent. The science part had me fascinated right away, especially with vampire bats, because, well, I know a lot of nifty information about animals because, well, I was a nerd back when I was a kid. I studied a lot of animals and, well, not even just animals, but mystical creatures too, so I know a lot of useless information. For any of you that have seen Morbius, what did you think of it? Do you want them to include Morbius as a villain for Spider-Man? What I'm hoping for, and hence why I chose this background behind me, I'm hoping to see Morbius fight Blade, since that did happen in the comics and cartoon. So I'm really hoping for that over a Spider-Man film. I will take a Blade movie over a Spider-Man film, even though I love Spider-Man. Huge Spider-Man fan. If none of you knew that. Now you do. Later tonight, I'll be reviewing The Invitation. Next week, I'll be discussing True Criminals with a Love for Vampirism. Although one, I don't even think they knew they were partaking in that type of role or fetishism. I don't know what you want to call it, to be honest. If you don't want to miss the upcoming content, click the bell icon to be the first notified about a new video. If you can't wait for more, check out my other videos on the screen. Thank you so much for all your support. You're all amazing and incredible. I hope you all have a fabulous weekend and stay healthy. Take care until next time. Bye, everyone.